In the last video, I talked about how to overcome intrusive thoughts. And I want to expand on that just a little bit more if you didn't get it, but not only on intrusive thoughts, but also intrusive actions. An intrusive action, an example of that, I don't know if you know it or not, but I have 7 children. I have 1-year-old twins. I'm exhausted. My wife is exhausted. I work 40 hours a week. I've got all this stuff going on. And the only time I ever get to myself is in the mornings. And I try to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I pray, read my Bible, and exercise, set up my day, whatever the case may be. Well, this morning when I was getting up, the baby was crying, the boy was crying, the girl had been crying, they'd been crying all night. Hey, you're going to have to do something with them. You're going to have to get them, because she had been up with them all night. And that's an intrusive action, okay? Because that was my time to pray. That was my time to read the Bible. That was my time to have my coffee with protein in it. That was my time to exercise. But now, as a responsibility of a dad, I've got something else that's going on. So what can I do? I'm not going to be able to do all these things. I just break down and let this intrusive action ruin my day, ruin my life. I said, no, you know what? I was going to exercise today, but how many times can I exercise? Let me get to the main point here in case you just want to go ahead and click off. Focus on what you can control. Whenever my son wakes up and or my daughter or my 4-year-old, something happens, they're sick, whatever, in the middle of the night, and I can't get up and do my thing in the morning, it's frustrating, but I can't control it. It happens. That's what you sign up for when you're a dad. It's all about sacrifice. And you've got to focus on what you can control. Same way with your thoughts, okay? Intrusive thoughts, we're talking about that too. One of the intrusive thoughts is what's going to happen in the future. I'm never going to get caught up. I'm never going to get my business going. I'm never going to fill in the blank. Your guess is as good as mine. You've got problems just like I do. But it's an intrusive thought. The whole point of this video is this. Focus on what you can control. So this morning, I got sidetracked. Couldn't do my thing. So, hey, you know what? Put the earbud in. Started listening to the Bible. Push play. Okay, well, I'm getting some spiritual nourishment there. What about the workout? I'm not going to be able to do that. Yesterday, I was out. It was raining. I pushed through it. I was out there doing my exercise, my 3 miles in the rain, getting poured on. I can't even do that today. Well, how many days a week? I looked at it this way. How many days a week can I work out? What's the least amount of days I can work out in a week and still stay fit, still retain my muscle, all this? It's 3 times a week. So you know what I'm going to have to start doing is I'm going to have to do a 3-day workout and start on Monday and do it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And if I can do more workouts throughout the week, do them. But if intrusive actions take place, then I've got 7 days to do 3 workouts, and surely I can do that. Now, the same thing goes with prayer, Bible reading, making these YouTube videos. I don't have time to do any of this stuff, okay? But I've got to make time because it's the most important things in my life. My faith, my family, my fitness, my ministry, all these things. So you got to make time. But you can't waste time on the things that you can't control. God help us. God help us. Jesus has given you a brain between your 2 ears to be able to think of things and strategize ways to make it work, even in the toughest times. And I don't know how tough you've got it, but I just told you, I work 40 hours a week. Right now, I'm on the road, and I really shouldn't even be making this video, but I just feel like I have to get this out there. I've got to do something for God. I've got to encourage somebody. But I've got work 40 hours, got a wife and 7 kids. We got 10 acres of land. We've got all this other stuff going on now. I'm not even going to talk about, but busy. And if I can make it work, then you can too. So focus on what you can control and what you can't. When something enters your mind or an action takes place in your life and you say, you know what, there's nothing I can do about that. It's just there. I've got a flat tire. I can have a mental breakdown, throw a fit, and this is me because I've got a vehicle sitting in my yard right now with a flat tire. These tires on this car are going bald. They're going to need to be replaced soon. But what am I going to do? Am I going to have a mental breakdown because of it? No. I'm going to just let it sit there, and I'm going to fix it when I can. We're going to do something about it, but it's all a part of life because there's nothing you can do about a flat tire except work your way through it and get it fixed. And make a decision and get it done, because there's always going to be hindsight 2020. I wished I would have done this. I wished I would have done that. We went on vacation. Our van broke down in Kentucky. I was there an extra 4 days. I took 4 more days off of work that I couldn't afford to take. And I was just stuck $1,300 on the van bill to get it fixed. I wished I would have done things different, but I didn't. It's over. I'm not going to let that bother me anymore. I'm moving forward today. So I want to encourage you to evaluate your thoughts, evaluate the actions that's taken place in your life, and say, is this something that I can fix or not? And if it's not, you need to just look at that Bible verse that says, casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you, and not just the things that you can't control, but you can too. God will help you with those. So focus on what you can control. I hope that made sense, because God has great things in store for you. And I just feel like sometimes I'm getting distracted on the things that I can't control and missing out on the things that I can. So if you have to, sit down and make a list of all the things that's bothering you and identify the ones that you cannot control and the ones that you can, and work on the things that you can. Work on them every single day. Take the piece of paper and give it over to God and say, God, I give this all to you. Please help me with these. Please help me forget about these, and let your will be done. I hope this is helpful. I love y'all and appreciate you. I hope everyone has a great day. God bless.